B2 capital G here, talking about the ban list in this video and how, whether intentionally or not, Konami just jebaited hundreds of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists into believing that a brand new ban list was going to drop on Monday. What the heck am I talking about? And actually, if you don't know what the term jebaited means, because maybe you don't follow twitch.tv, it essentially means kind of being duped or being fooled, being tricked into believing something, having the wool pulled over your eyes. So what exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about when the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Website, Yugioh went down for a couple of hours Monday afternoon, and people started speculating and just really losing their effing minds, whether it be on social media, whether it be on Reddit. People started letting their imaginations run wild. They were saying, all right guys, this is the big one. This means that the ban list is confirmed. Why would Konami make their website go down unless they had something extremely big planned? They're probably about to update their servers so that their site doesn't crash when they get all this traffic. And you know, it kind of does make sense a little bit when you look at the time frame. The fact is that the 200th YCS is right around the corner, and it's going to be the biggest event ever hosted by Konami because they're having 3 YCSs on 3 different countries all on the same weekend. And this is just some of the stuff that I captured from like Zodiac Duelists. You can see people were going kind of crazy. Over 200 reacts on this post. In fact, there was another one. Well, actually, these are multiple posts. I just typed in ban list, and over the last 12 hours, there are like dozens of posts like these where people are like, oh my goodness, new ban list is about to be drop cap. Why would they take down the website? But no, it actually had nothing to do with the ban list. Konami wasn't even thinking about that. It was, in fact, something that Konami actually had scheduled. It just was unfortunate. So this is the ban list page, and as you guys can see, it's the same old ban list that, you know, we got back in, May 14th. It appears. Same ban list with Masterpiece and Astrograph and, you know, like Ancient Fairy Dragon, all of that good stuff banned. Master Diamond to 1. What actually happened is Konami had their regular routine maintenance, and it just so happened that on most of their websites, including Yugioh, it looks like pretty much all the domains that they own, or at least a good deal of them, like the Konami Digital Entertainment, the legal division of Konami, Jazzercise is apparently owned by Konami. I had no idea, but all of their websites essentially were going down for routine maintenance at the same exact time. And obviously Yu-Gi-Oh players right now just have a little bit of heightened sensitivity to anything that happens on this page. Like if this page goes down for 2 seconds, people are already talking about it. They're speculating about it. They're saying, oh my goodness, something is going on. And obviously there is a little bit of ban list thirst right now, especially as I said, with the 200th YCS going on, or excuse me, coming up in a couple of weeks. Basically, you have 3 major YCS and they're all happening on the weekend or the same weekend. So you have hundreds, if not thousands, of players who are kind of trying to prepare. And honestly, I don't feel like the speculating was really all of that over the top, because I actually believe that Konami will drop a ban list before the 200th YCS. Really, when I look at the 200th YCS, right? If you look at Konami's history, this should be the biggest event that they've ever scheduled. Maybe it won't get the biggest attendance because there was a Yu-Gi-Oh event that had, 5,000 plus people at it in California way back during 5Ds. But as far as them kind of going all out, this is the biggest thing that they've ever planned. And what better way to basically generate hype for this event to get maybe, I don't know, 20% player or 20% kind of added attendance from people who maybe wouldn't have gone because they're thinking, oh, it's going to be another Goki Extra Link versus Trickstar Sky Striker event, then to kind of mix things up and drop a new ban list a week before. And now everybody's kind of scrambling. Everybody has, excitement because you have players who kind of they go against the grain and say, nah, Gokis aren't dead. I want to prove that I can still win with them. You're going to have the hardcore fans of the decks that got hit. And then you're going to have the tier 2 players who play Cyber Dragons and other decks like that who are saying, wow, the meta decks got hit. We actually have a chance. I can go out and prove something. And honestly, you guys know, if you've been playing this game for a while, whenever ban list drops, there's just a lot of hype and stuff because no one really knows what the format's going to be. Everything is undefined, and that first YCS after a ban list is always just chaotic. It's calamity. No one really knows 100% what's going to happen. Sure, we've had educated guesses, and yes, sometimes there'll be like the ban list before Spiral or before Circuit Break came out. We knew that Spiral were heavy favorites, but no one really knows what exactly is going to happen. And I actually don't fall fault the players who, thought maybe there could have been a ban list dropping on Monday. I don't think it was really all that crazy to think that it could have happened, because if you look historically, especially in recent memory, there are really 2 days in the week where Konami likes to drop ban lists, that being Monday and Friday. So this was, kind of matching up with that. In fact, I went ahead and I looked at my channel for like all my ban list reactions, and this list in particular, the May 2008 list, this list was revealed on a Monday. And if you go back to February when Konami like banned Max C and all of that good stuff, Konami dropped that list on a Friday, and then it went into effect on Monday. And I think that there is a very legitimate chance, now that we've already missed Monday, that Konami could drop the list on Friday. That would give, basically the last weekend for this kind of format. That would let players play this weekend for their regionals and whatnot, but then everything else would be played in the new format. That would be a brand new list for the 200th YCS, and that would give players basically like a full week to kind of tailor their decks to the new format, what they think it's going to be, and go ahead and try to get new cards that they might need if they're trying to switch decks. I don't think Konami would do something that or as crazy as, picking the Friday right before the YCS, because that would be a calamity. You have thousands of players who pretty much already have their decks locked and loaded, and now you're telling them that a couple of cards that they might be wanting to play are going to be banned, and people might want to switch decks at that point. I think that if Konami wanted to release it next Monday, which is about 6 days from now, I think that would be kind of pushing it. You generally want to give people a full weekend to try to start, scouring for cards and whatnot. So yeah, I do think that there is a very legitimate chance that Konami is going to give us a new ban list before the 200th YCS. And as I said earlier, I think that it just makes sense because it creates a whole lot of hype, and you could end up seeing, 30% more people enter these events just because they're excited with a new ban list. And really, if you look at the next couple of months of Yugioh, Konami kind of has a lot riding on this. You have the 200th YCS, which is 3 YCS in 3 different countries, and then in October you have the first ever Japanese YCS. And if people are super excited and they're going Yu-Gi-Oh crazy because they had a good time at the 200th YCS, don't put it past them to want to go maybe to the Japanese YCS, as it's going to be kind of a first time event for that. So I do think that Konami can easily generate a whole lot of buzz, and that can definitely show up with attendance records and all sorts of things like that. So I think there's a legit chance that a ban list could drop within the next, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 days, something of that sort. But you can tell that people are kind of thirsty for a ban list right now. Not as crazy as it was in previous days where people would call Konami kind of for hours at a time and ask, where's the ban list? And I've done videos on that. People are being a little more tame this time, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys believe that a ban list is right around the corner, that we're going to get a new list before the 200th YCS? I just think it makes a lot of sense. Anyways, whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.